Hi there, this is Marisa from DigitalScrapbook.com, and today I am going to talk about layering in your digital scrapbooking layout. And I am also going to try to use Affinity Photo here, which I'm not super familiar with, so we'll do our best. But I know some of you are trying to figure out how to use it, so I thought I would go ahead and use it. And if you use a different program, usually like Photoshop or something, I think this video will still be useful to you because mostly I'll just be talking about how to make the layout and not necessarily about the program I'm using. So I have here open up a notebook template that I like to use, so I can link to this in the description if you're interested in using it. And then I've brought in my photo here. So this is a photo from 2019. So I've just kind of, I've set this all up here. And then I'll show you here off to the side, I have my folder here where I have downloaded this bundle from Billy here, and I will link to this as well. So I think I'm going to mostly be using this, and then we'll see if we have to go find some other things. So I'm going to start here. I don't need these two layers here in the background, so I'm going to turn them off, and this one also. I use these sometimes if I'm like actually going to make a notebook, so I want to have two sides of the page. But today I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use this main one to just kind of make a regular layout. So we're going to start here. I am generally pretty boring when I start, so I've just brought this in on this paper here, and what I'm going to do to clip it is I'm just going to drag it onto here. And now you'll see that that's been clipped there. So now we have that. And then, oh boy, I don't know what happened there. Let's not do that. Okay. And so now I want to select here my photo. And I want actually a duplicate of it. So I'm going to do Control J, which will duplicate that. And then I'm going to select the one below. And I'm going to make a new layer here. I think also down here, one of these options is probably make a new layer. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fill that layer with white. Where is my color? All right, here's my color. So I don't want this to be, I want this to be white. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill this layer up here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and clip this here. So now I have this white layer here. And let's see, I can kind of merge these here if I want to. Doesn't really seem to be an option. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and here when I click on the arrow, I'm just going to move it. So then I'm just going to drag a little bit up here and a little bit down here to make my picture. And then what happens if I drag this in here as well? Okay, so now all these things are here in this one group here. And then I think I can also drag one of the layout shadows that I'm already using. So here you can see this FX. I'm going to drag that up here. And now I have a shadow here. And I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. And then I'm going to rotate it just a smidge because I don't like to have exact angles when I'm scrapbooking. All right, so we are pretty good to go here. And now I'm just going to drag, I have over here off to the side, my elements. And so usually what I like to do when I am making a layout is I like to kind of work on like the layers behind here. So I like to have a lot of different kind of textures and, you know, interesting different layers here behind. So I'm going to start with just pulling in all these little like scrappy things, just kind of arranging them here. And I'm just going to drag that down. So this is nice because this has the little bit of texture here. And then there's this one too. This one's got kind of a lot going on here. Shrink that down a little bit. We'll just kind of drag these things kind of around and then we'll, oops, that's not what we want to do. I want to get that down there, share my shadow. All right, and then let's see, let's look around here, see what else we got. I think there's some more scrappy pieces. Oh yeah, here we've got some vellum, which will be really nice. So it's kind of see-through, so it adds kind of a different texture. so we'll keep going, keep going. Let's see here, maybe like one more. Oh wait, that's stripes. We already have stripes on the vellum, so we can't do more stripes here. Here, maybe this pocket thing here. All right, okay, that'll be good. That's interesting. Okay, put that there, and then share that there. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm just going to come over here, select all my layers, and I'm just going to move them kind of down here, and then I might shrink it up a little bit too, just to make sure it's not taking up too much space. We do want some like white space in the background so that we can kind of focus on the cluster and it doesn't feel too like it's taking up too much of the canvas. Okay, so then in the background also, to add some more texture, I want to add in some paint, which is always good for adding like another interesting layer. I like that, but let's see here. I want to flip this. Okay, there we go. Maybe make it a little bigger. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it's just kind of peeking out the back. You don't want any of these layers to really be dominating, but we want to have, just a little bit of, keep it interesting. We want to make it interesting. So let's put this here. And I want that one is in the back. Okay. All right, so that's pretty good. And then maybe we want to make some, let's get this out of the way here, this 2019. Where is that? Okay. Let's get that here. We'll just put this on the picture for now, so it's not looking like it's part of the layout over there separately. Okay, we'll just put that there. Okay. All right, so that's looking good. So then we might want to make another focal area. So maybe we want it to kind of maybe go across here. Or maybe we'll make it vertical, although my vertical space is quite limited. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just select everything and then shrink it down again. Just keep it a little smaller, just so that we get a little more vertical space to work with here. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and maybe make a little, I'm going to start building it up and down so we can kind of go up and down. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to duplicate that and bring it down here at the bottom as well. Okay, and then those two, I'm going to try to clip here onto my clipping spot. So all that stuff is kind of hanging out now in this group here. So I can just make it smaller. All right, so that's looking pretty good. And now I'm going to go back to my scraps here. Where did they go? They were kind of some littler ones. Okay, so I'm going to take this one in. Oh, is that polka dots? Because see, we got polka dots there, so I don't want to have, I want to have something different here. Okay, this one will work. All right, we'll bring in some floral. I don't have a lot of floral, so I'm going to put that here. I want this on top of the paint, actually. And then let's drag our shadow onto it. Okay, that's looking good. And then maybe a little something on the bottom as well, just to kind of keep us focused here on the center parts. Okay, there we go. All right, why does that one look so, oh, I see. This is here. We don't maybe want this here. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of look, and I like how these layers came together more or less. Those are looking pretty good. So I'm pretty happy here with how these layers in the background have come together. I'm just gonna look here to see if we have anything else. Yeah, some string will be nice. This will be kind of a different texture that will add some excitement for us here. I'm going to put that there. That looks pretty good. And let's see. And then, oh, maybe we've got some like sequins or some scatters. That will be good. What color do you think? I think maybe some dark blue. We don't have a lot of dark blue going on, so that will make a good accent color here because we're not using a lot of it. Drag that down here, and then maybe we'll duplicate that and bring it over here so it kind of repeats itself. All right, so we're doing pretty good here. I'm going to start to bring in a little bit of greenery now. So we got these nice pine branches here. And let's see, where are those? Are those behind? No, I want these behind. The glitter there. And let's see here. We're gonna, what do we want? We want a flower for sure. Let's see here. I've got this nice blue flower. Let's make that too big. Turn it around. Should we put that there? I think maybe here. That's a nice spot there. We're gonna have to move the date though. We'll brought it down here. Okay. All right, so now I'm starting to feel pretty good about this. We add in, there's some nice other flowers here that we can add in just to keep kind of adding to the texture. So that's kind of what I'm looking for when I'm making my own page, is just like how can I add more different textures? So like if you have too many of the same kind of thing, it's not going to look great. So if you can kind of vary, like this here, we can put this button in because this is plastic. We don't have anything plastic right now, so that'll kind of add a new and interesting element here. And then maybe we could kind of start working here. We do have our top and our bottom here that we need to embellish a little bit. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to drag the shadow there. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. So we have top and our bottom, our things are looking pretty good. We maybe need something here at the top. I don't know, well, this is interesting, but it might be too interesting. Can I put this up here? Yeah, I think that's maybe going to be okay. I didn't know if it would be like too exciting here. I think that's pretty good. You can see how like our eye is kind of going woo down the page. So that's what we want. And that's pretty good. I might put here at the bottom some more sequins here. Let's put these down here by this. So we want that under there. And drag the shadow down there, and that's looking pretty good. And then I think to finish up, I just want to add in some word art. So here we've got this nice little one here, which I'm gonna just tilt a tiny bit and put that down here. That looks great. Add the shadow to that, and then I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So again, basically all we did was we looked for things that had different textures to them and then put them all here in the layout. Most of them in a clump. We have our main clump here, and then we have kind of like a vertical thing going on here. So those were kind of, that's how we placed our elements. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. I'd be happy to ask them or answer them. You can ask them. And if you did like this video, please like and subscribe. And I hope to see you again here in the future. Have a great day.